When I set up my BC30, this is what I do. I basically take the bass, I jack the mids, I cut the treble a little bit, probably to like 9, 10 o'clock. I take the overdrive and I set it due north, and then as far as the overall level of the amp, depends on the size of the room that I'm playing, so you make the amp suitable, but you really want it to kind of break up naturally and sound really good going into the pedals first. I don't use the pedals to make the amp sound good. I use the amp to make the pedals sound good. So I run my amp in the 15 watt position, unless I was to be playing like a stadium or something like that, which is, doesn't happen very often. But I run it in the 15 watt position because I want it to break up more naturally. That's a little bit less power coming into the speaker, and so when you really drive that thing, it really sounds amazing. Oh, Gibson, hey, how you doing? I have recorded with the amp. I do a lot of country cuts, other than just my own music. I do it for country artists, and so I'm using the BC30 for all my country cuts. There's a song called "Gone Like That" that Jason Jones just recorded, and we use the BC30 for all the guitar tones, as far as the demo is concerned. Well, it's hard to say about as far as which guitar works best through the BC30 because I have my favorite guitars, and so I'm a little biased. I have a Cherry Red 335, ES335 that I play through there. That I love. The tone's great. When you play it on 15, then it breaks up really nice, and the speakers, when they break up naturally like that, it makes the guitar sound real tough. I have a Les Paul that I play through it every now and then, and it does really sound good with Les Paul. And sometimes I feel like maybe I should be playing that instead. But honestly, my 335, that's my baby, and so that's what especially that's why I jack the bass so much on that amp and jack the mid so much, because I want it to sound as cherry red as it looks. Well, if I could change anything about the amp, I wouldn't really change much. I mean, you could take the reverb out for me. I don't really use reverb that much, so if you want, they could change that, but then the people who use it, so all I really do is just turn it off, when I don't want to use it. So there's not much I would change about it at all. I don't think there's anything I would change. Maybe the color, for me, it'd be cool if I had a cherry red, BC30 to match my guitar, but that's about it, man. That it's killer. It's a killer amp. The sound that I'm getting through that BC30, well, I mean, like I said before, it's like my Cherry Red, ES335 guitar. And that's what that sound sounds like to me. It sounds really warm. It sounds like Cherry Red.